Hello everyone and welcome to Bring It On Books for August, a little segment where I talk about all the books that I'm looking forward to coming out in the upcoming month. Being completely honest, from August to about October, there's a lot of books coming out, so I'm going to try to make this as painless as possible and get through it as fast as I can. All of the books that I will be referencing, I will be putting the first book of the series down below in the About section. It should be a Goodreads link. The first book I'm looking forward to coming out is Opposition, which is the fifth and I believe final book in the Lux series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I have yet to read this series, and I want to. Basically, what I've heard over and over again is it's kind of like Twilight, but with aliens. Sometimes those kinds of books are just good, fun books. The next book also comes out on August 5th and is the first book of the series, and it is Mortal Danger by Anne Aguirre. From its vague description on Goodreads, the main character, Edie, was in high school tormented, and something happens over the summer and she becomes powerful, and so her revenge on her tormentors suddenly takes a deadly turn, and so now she doesn't know who can she trust, not even her own mind. So that sounds really good and kind of thrillery, and I want to get more into those types of books, and so yeah, I'm excited for that one. And the cover looks really cool and creepy all at the same time. And then there's The Girl from the Well, which also comes out on August 5th. It is by Ranchupeco. I think that's how you pronounce the author's name. But basically, it is this ghost, and she was thrown down a well, and now she hunts child murderers. And then this boy with strange tattoos shows up, and a secret that would just kill to get out. And very vague, but really cool, and it's described as Dexter meets the grunge for YA horror, and what's not to like, and the cover is creepily beautiful again, and yeah, go check it out. Then on August 14th, you have Between the Spark and the Burn, which is the second and final book of the duology. The first book is Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. I read this book last year, and it's good if you can suspend reality for a bit, because there's just some things that just would never really happen in real life. But it's interesting and one of those books that you fly by and doesn't have a lot of substance, but it's still a good read, so I'm expecting to like Between the Spark and the Burn. Also on the 14th, we have Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins, and I haven't read any Stephanie Perkins books. I'm so sorry. I want to so bad. I've heard great things, and so what I'm hoping to do is I just want to marathon all three books. There's Anne and the French Kiss, and Lola and the Boy Next Door, and now this one, Isla and the Happily Ever After, and I think I just want to marathon the cuteness. On the 26th, we have Deliverance, which is the third and final book of the Defiance series by CJ Redwine, and I've been wanting to read this for a while, and it is supposed to appeal to fans of the Graceling series and Tamora Pierce, and I love both. It's set in this post-apocalyptic world where the main character, Rachel, all of a sudden her father goes missing, and so she must venture out into like this forest and these woods with a male character who of course ends up being the love interest. They go to try to find her father, who she still believes exists, and there's armies of undead people, and just sounds all bunch of badassery ensues. Also on the 26th, we have Evernight, which is the fifth book of the Darkest London series by Kristen Callahan, and I have not read this book series and I don't really know what it's about. I think each book has a different story and it follows around the same storyline. I believe it's also an adult book, but basically it's a historical London book that has elements of paranormal. Like in the first book, it's about dark magic, and so I haven't really read the other book synopses because I don't want to get anything away that I haven't read, because I haven't read the series. But it sounds interesting, and I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but they're definitely on my TBR pile. A Little Something Different is also a book that comes out on the 26th, and it is by Sandy Hall, and it looks like a really cute contemporary read as well. The cover is so cute and adorable. Basically, the two main characters, everyone knows that they're supposed to be together, and the baristas and their creative writing teacher, and they have the same tastes and everything. So it's actually about them discovering and finding out if they really are meant to be together, just like everyone says they are. And lastly, on the 26th, you have Ghost House by Alexandra Adornetto. And I have actually read this book. I picked up an art copy at BEA, and you will hear more about my thoughts about it in my wrap-up video for July. But you have the main character, Chloe, and she is an American, and when her mother dies and passes away, the family thinks it's best to send Chloe and her little brother over to their grandmother's estate in England. And so while she is there, she's always been a little sensitive to paranormal activities and paranormal people. While she's there, she meets a ghost, Alexander Reed, and they end up liking each other and falling in love, I guess you could say. But there is a jealous spirit out to get Chloe now that her and Alexander have this connection. So that is it for the Bring It On books for August. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Goodreads, Tumblr, and Twitter. And until next time, bye! It's this post-apocalyptic... It's set in this post-apocalyptic...